What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon coming at you today with Rugby 25. We have early access. We are here. We are going to be playing a game of Rugby 25. I didn't think I'd be calling it Rugby 25 up until like 15 hours ago when we found out there was a rebrand, but the early access is out. We're going to be checking it out today. A couple of notes I want to hit off the bat because I'm sure a couple of you guys will have questions. It is up on Steam. You guys can go and get your hands on early access right now. It is £25 for early access, which a couple of people I think are already thinking it's maybe slightly too much to be able to pay for an early access. Now, I have no idea if buying the early access grants you the full game on release, on PC anyway. There's no way they could possibly make that work for the transition over to console. But if it's £25 for the early access and you get the game at the end for free, I don't think that's a terrible price at all. If it's just £25 for early access and then you've got to pay for the game on top, I won't be particularly happy about that, but we'll see what they come out, because I haven't actually seen any information around that. This game is large. It is like 55 gig when I started downloading it, so make sure you are making some room. But you can head over to the Steam page now and pick it up yourselves if you guys want to play. We're going to be jumping into a game today. Now, I want to be completely upfront about something. Now, the code for this game has been sent to me by the developers. For anyone who's just found the channel or just checking this out for the first time, I have not got this game for free as like a sponsorship. I am not being paid in any way to cover this game. I actually won a competition while they were doing the sort of marketing for this game, whatever the sort of limited marketing was for this game. I actually won a competition which granted me a free code. Now, as we go through this, I'm going to be giving honest first reaction opinions. If it's fantastic, it's fantastic. If it's terrible, I'm going to say it's terrible. That's how it's going to go. But I am going to bear in mind that I get to play this for free, whereas a lot of you guys watching will probably have to pay for it. I'm going to try and keep track of that myself to not be a little bit too lenient with some of the issues. This game is in early access, but of course it was meant to come out a year ago. So I don't think I'm going to be particularly lenient with too many issues that we come across. Some people might see that as uncharitable. Hopefully you guys don't. I'm trying to be completely honest up front about how I'm sort of going to be thinking about this game jumping in. But let's get ourselves started out. Welcome to Rugby 25. This is Rugby 25 early access. This early access version of Rugby 25 is not final. Most notably, the majority of teams are placeholder with regard to player imagery. Okay, I thought it was just going to be in teams like names and stuff as well. This will be updated and vastly improved over the course of the early access period. They did mention this in the tweet that came out yesterday. They also have a launch trailer. I haven't actually checked out the launch trailer because I wanted to jump into this and play a game as soon as possible. So let's check out what is going on. So it looks actually pretty set up. I was expecting lots of areas to be grayed out. First of all, let's check out the general settings because I want to just make sure that my can I have side camera? Oh no, end balanced. What does that mean? Please do not tell me I do not get a side camera in this game. That will be very annoying. Hopefully the audio is going to be okay for you guys. I have no idea because I wanted to jump straight into this game. I haven't done a lot of testing with audio, so hopefully it's going to be okay. Controls-wise, I assume we're working with like the Rugby 20, Rugby 22 controls. Hold, sprint, tap, pass, offload to the right, pass to the left. Cut out, pass target if you hold, so a miss pass, grubber kick, drop kick, score a try, chip kick, all that good stuff. All looks pretty reasonable in terms of the controls. We will be having a look through the competitions and the rest of the teams and stuff, probably in another video. I'll probably do a really big breakdown video of all the teams, of all the team rosters in a separate video. For this one, though, I really want to jump into an actual game to show off some gameplay for you guys. However, loving this already, 2 people per team. I've already got 2 options for controllers on either side. Love that! Give me more of that. Now, they did mention that France and Australia were probably going to be the only 2 teams that have the photogrammetry done. I want to have a look very quickly at the teams. I wanted to have a look to see if I could actually have a look at my team roster. Apparently, I can't change my team. I wanted to know if the teams are correct, even if the photogrammetry isn't correct. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get away with that. So I guess we're going to do the game they want us to showcase. I was kind of hoping to do a... oh man, Sweden, Uganda, Paraguay, loving some of these teams that are going to be in the game, but they have done the photogrammetry for France versus Australia. Makes sense to me that it should really be the first game, even though I was hoping to do some other teams because this is the first game we've got a South Africa and an England team in the game. I was kind of hoping this would be the way it goes, but we're going to jump in. France versus Australia. Let us proceed. Half length. I did this issue with Rugby 08. We're going to do a 5-minute half length. Difficulty, easiest, easy, medium, hard, hardest. We'll chuck it on medium because I have no idea what this game is going to bring. This is the first rugby game I have ever played. Big ant. Oh, I can play with the big ant ball. Who doesn't want to play with big ant balls? All right, so we can jump into this game. I have no idea what we're expecting from this game, guys. Let's get this game kicked off and underway. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we've got on the go. There's a lot of continue screens. There's a lot of times I'm having to press A to just move on to the next screen. I have to press continue then on this screen. Don't really know why that is, but I'm looking forward to see what we've got up our sleeves. We're playing at the Stade de France. Oh, we've got some decent commentators as well. I'm looking forward to have some decent commentary. First impressions. Photogrammetry players look nice. Running on, not quite the same as in Rugby 22 where they ran on from the actual tunnel. No, I have no idea. I like that there's some music in the background as well. I have no idea if my face is going to cover anything on the screen. If I see something particularly important behind my face, I'll take my face off the screen and we'll play through. But so far, some decent animations. There's Ramos. At least I can tell who players are. That's where I know that the photogrammetry is done correctly. Right. Hold kickoff is Y. Feels like a weird control to do a kickoff with, but let's give it a go. I have no idea what change player was. I have... Oh, A? A is change player. Okay. That was a ruck, was it? Okay. Ball dropping back. Someone who's there. Pick up the ball, man. Right. Here we go. Okay, we're just going to go for it. Oh, no, that's... None of my buttons work. What? Score a try. Drop goal, grab a kick. Where is just kick? Oh, X is kick. Okay. That feels a bit up and under slash punt. How can it be both controls? This feels a little bit jarring to me. Strong tackle. Box bind to ruck is B. He's got one arm free. And I can't pick up the ball. Right. Have we got the ball now? Right. Let's go off to the right here. Here we go. And people are a little bit stationary at the minute. Right, let's go for it. Okay, we don't have a bar. We just have a circle that disappears into the distance. I have apparently got Damien Pinot chasing this. There he is. The controls are not particularly responsive to where I am moving my players to. I'm really trying to turn it. I was expecting the movement to be as fluid as we sort of got to see in Rugby 22, where the players could really move around. They really seem to struggle to go where I want them to go. Like that time I was immediately trying to go off to the left and he just kept running forwards. Let's try and make room down here. What an awful pass there. Got the interception. Can we get the turnover here? Malvaka here on the charge. It feels quite rugby league-esque with the tackling, that there's sort of just a dedicated like one-off tackler and the guys just sort of fall to the ground after a length of time rather than like a big collision. We're going for a big boot there. Again, my fullback is just nowhere in position. Right. So, is that Cameron Wokey? Why is my lock being the guy in the fullback position there? Not sure what's going on there. I also think I kicked that straight dead. So, middle lift, back lift, front lift. Ooh, that was not the smoothest action in the world for the line out. We've got another tackle there. Tackler contest is Y. I feel like these controls feel kind of weird. They're a little bit further away from your thumb than you want to when you're engaging in the tackle. There's another two-man tackle. So I guess Y is meant to be like a jackal, and then B is add players to the ruck. I don't think I've actually had like a single turnover yet. And now they're trying to move it out this way. I'm genuinely not sure what tackle button is. I've pressed every button. I haven't seen someone actually make a tackle yet. Hang on, let me have a look at what this is, because defending. Drive tackle. Oh, it's an analog stick is tackle. Right, I've pressed every button expecting that to be tackle. Right, okay, hang on, maybe I've got this completely wrong then. Okay, there's more of the Rugby 22 style of the dive tackle. I really dislike that there isn't a side on camera, by the way. That will be probably one of the first things I'll give back to them as on the FAQ page will be then... My guy's just throw themselves into the line. Again, because of the way the movement works, your analog stick tackles are way off because the game is not very responsive to you trying to turn your players. Therefore, using the analog stick just means you kind of just jump past the players constantly. Contest the ball. I don't think I've had a single turnover yet. We're pretty stationary. I do like that the AI is tackling them. Like, my own teammates are making tackles. But unless you run directly into someone, it's really hard to make a tackle. Like, I cannot get someone to make that tackle at all. Felt like I had about 6 extra people in that ruck then. Can we have a look at anything to do with, like, actually maybe trying to set up my defensive line or something? Can I change that in some way? I'm testing every button. Doesn't look like I can change my defensive line to try and be more... And that time, like, I felt like I actually got the analog stick correct, but it just sort of drifted past. Oh, and again, I've just jumped off. That one was a tackle, but it didn't really count. I've still not got a turnover. This is very linear at the minute. They're just doing one-off runners. I don't really know if they're ever getting more than one pass away. They're just sort of running. I just tackled air. Oh, I grubber kicked. Let's pick it back up. Well done, boys. Right, regather. Everyone in. Let's try and get a try. Let's try and showcase something in this game so far, boys. Right, I don't know why my player runs ahead. That's a very annoying thing, that the player next to you seems to run ahead of where the pass is going. So you actually can't really get like a pass chain going. And I did a miss pass there. I literally tapped the button. Again, I wanted to go out to Maxime Lucu there, who was out on the wing, but he was 3 meters ahead of my current person. There's also no indication of who I'm passing to. Oh man, this is... I'm struggling to find a great deal of positive, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The rucking mechanics... Okay, what are we doing here? Drive. Okay, analog sticks, okay. Oh, not analog sticks. It's... Am I meant to use both? Oh, I meant to use both triggers to make that work. Okay. I'll give that some credit because I had no idea what I was doing. Oh, man. And that analog stick tackle doesn't work. Oh, man. I was really looking forward to jumping into this. Oh, he's faced with the post. It's always fun. Yeah, so far... I mean, the animations are nice. It's nice to see... some up close to some of the photogrammetry and stuff, but I'd have made that tackle in Rugby 22. I'd have made that tackle in any rugby game, I think. Ran across, gave it a great deal of time. Analog stick I felt was at the correct time, but the left analog stick is not working with me to allow that position to get over. Let's have a look at how the conversions get on. We don't get to see the conversions on their side. I thought maybe we get to see their power bar or something. What they're doing. Lovely kick by Ben Donaldson there. There's Cameron Wokey, who was playing fullback earlier on, for some reason. Who doesn't love a lock being in the fullback position? Oh, was that half time? Oh, there was on to half time. In fact, let me have a look at my. Can I actually change my team or not? I don't have a team management section. I cannot change my players. I should have had a look then at the half-time. I didn't even realise it was half-time. I thought it was asking me to continue after the kick. So it looks like you can't do team management or anything as of yet. I like that they got decent commentary teams. Again, like, why is my player so far ahead of where I'm trying to pass to? So at the minute, I want to go here. I want to go 2 to 8. And then across again. I can't even get the pass away. There is... some issues, I think, with this. Again, I want to go out to the wing, but my winger is so far beyond where my player is. Let's go for a box. That's a box kick. That little circle that appeared for 2 seconds and I had no direction over. Oh, no. I'm trying to look for the positives. But, so far, there's... Right, tackle there. Surely got to have that. Okay, the guy who made the tackle came away with the ball. That's what we want. Okay, Jonathan Darnty fills into scrum half. Again, I don't think I've seen Maxime Lucu play scrum half for most of the game so far. My winger is also not in position. I'm really struggling to get anywhere in this game. Now, the line-out last time was so quick. I had no real idea what was going on. Let's go middle this time. They've gone front. So it looks like they haven't got, like, the set, you know, like it was, you know, like a maul if you went to the front jumper or, like, a dedicated pass. That guy just ran in and picked up the ball from absolutely nowhere. I don't think that can be legal, to just run into the side of the ruck and pick up the ball as a completely separate entity. Can we take that ball, boys? No, we still haven't got that. Okay, my guy just dived to the floor on the side. I mean, I would like to get a try from this game. That would be nice. If we can get the ball back. Oh, man. The jankiness of trying to turn players on a dime is a real issue. Nobody is in that ruck. And yet I still couldn't get that back. Okay, that one they've competed for. Come on, there we go. Got to be a turnover. Nope. The rucking system is... Oh my god, Jonathan Darnty's just throwing himself to the ground as well. Oh, no, didn't manage to get through there. Oh, there. I can't change player. Can't make a tackle. Oh no. It's just janky. It's just janky as hell. Changing player is non-responsive. It's taking about 3 presses to change player. I don't know what more I can do with the analog stick tackle. I'm in line with... I'm literally touching his ankles and he's not getting tackled. I think I might have to revert to not using the analog tackle and just... Oh, there's the big hand ball. We get to see that, I guess. I assume Ben Donaldson's gonna slot this one through.
Now we wait for the conversion.
Absolutely hammers him. He doesn't care that he's 2 feet away from the post. He's just like, get this one over. Right, yeah, it's not going to ask me to continue. Right, let's go for another one of these dropouts. So, okay, Ramos, can we crack on with it, mate? Thank you. Right. God, it's so sharp to move that as well. Oh, I could just hold this down forever. Where do I want to go? There we go, let's go for there. Let's see if we can get someone underneath this ball. Now, I don't know if there's a jumping mechanic or anything. This kickoff is so weird that the... Oh, we did. We actually got the ball back. Someone actually got under that. Anyone want to get in the ruck, though, boys? That would be a bigger use to us. Okay, let's just run across field here. Let's try and... Like, the game actually selects a totally different person for you to pass the ball to. You can see the icon move over a different player than where you're passing it to, which is... really weird. Can I just, like, break through the line somewhere? No. The defensive work... I've got this on medium difficulty. I can't even imagine how tricky this would be on hard difficulty. Right, let's see if I can send... I can't get anyone through the hole because they tackle so instantaneously. Can I do any sort of other action? You really can't. You just sort of pass left or pass right. It's not like you can choose to go through the forwards or the backs. Okay, that's decent. Can't get the offload to someone. My players are also so far away. Oh, I'm picking up the ball. We're going. Where's Jalibert off to? Again, is Maxime Lucu ever my scrum half? It's just everyone other than him at this point is playing at scrum half. Who's going to go scrum half this time? Cameron Wilkie is in a scrum. Where is Maxime Lucu? Why can I not have my scrum half at scrum half? Okay, we're away. Damien Pinot. Here we go. Grubber kick on. The smallest grubber kick you've ever seen in your lives. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, okay. If you hold down the pass, you can choose who you want to pass to, which is just the same guy it was before. But Cameron Wilkie on the charge, not making it through. Okay, well, that might be a useful mechanic to know. Hold down. Let's go for B and see if we can get... Oh, I was trying to get a little pop pass off to that guy then. Ramos trying to make his way up. I would like to get a try in this game. I would like to get something. Oh, and this time I can't... I don't know what goes on here. The ball just, like, dies. I can't pass. I'm pressing every button. And the ball just sort of gets stuck. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how we're competing for the ball in the ruck. Oh, man. Right, well, at least I know how to do scrums now. What? Let's go for the big drive. I thought we had a decent drive. Oh, man, the camera spin is horrendous. I hate rugby games that have camera spin rather than Damien Pinot doing a flying wrestling move there. Right, compete for the ball. We would like to get the ball. Okay, they've gone for the kick. Thank God, because I can't get the ball back off them. Right, we're going on the counter-attack here, boys. Let's go. Big surge. Ramos. Just, I don't even know. I don't like that kicking action either, that it's just a circle. The circle just sort of appears midway through the action, and I don't know what's going on. I feel like I don't have a great deal of control over that circle at all because it's so responsive. Oh my God. My fullback is never in position. Let's hope that goes too far. Just before. I want a scrum. I don't know how to do a scrum. So I'm just doing the analog sticks. Right, set, drive is the triggers. I get that. I put the ball in. But when I'm putting the ball in, hook is not A, it's then the triggers. Why does it swap depending on whether or not I'm the person putting the ball in? Oh my God, we actually got an analog stick tackle. Oh, Ramos has just grubber kicked it along the ground for some reason. Right, come on boys, get in there. Let's take something away from this game. I don't think I've ever played a rugby game where on my first game I score nothing. This would be history in the making. Even in Rugby 20, in phase 1 of the beta, I still scored something. Oh, they just don't pass at all to who the person is who would clearly be there to pass to. Oh, man. Get the ball out. I don't understand what's happening. You get into a tackle and sometimes you just cannot pass the ball and it just swaps between players. Why? Why does it do that? Oh, man. There's so much they need to fix in this game. Oh, now I have hook as an A. But I've also got to do the trick. I don't understand the scrum at all. I'm going to have to play a few more games before I understand that scrum. And Australia are just going to play it out. Right, well, we lost 14-0. I was expecting to give a really fun game, a really fun review. That is my first game. I'm very sad to say I have a lot of criticisms of this. I mean, the animations are nice. I like all this. This is nice to see. The photogrammetry, this is going to be really nice when it's implemented across all teams. Oh, we get a replay camera. Tick. Bonus mark. I'm glad we get that. I didn't actually look at that I didn't know I see that in the start menu at all when you wanted to do that. But I'm glad we get this. This is helpful for me, very specifically for thumbnails and stuff. I can do that. Okay. Tick mark for them there. We've also got highlights. The highlights is just them scoring because I couldn't tackle them. There's Damien Pinot. Zoom in off to the side. There's another one with my players also not making a tackle and they run it under the post. I'm sure after a few more games I would probably get better at it. Hopefully, I would like to say. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of negatives. The idea that there is no side camera blows my mind. I really want to check if I'm being end balanced. That's for your conversions. Camera switch fixed on tackle. Like it says camera switch. It wants to rotate. It wants to either like you don't have a side on camera. That's a huge negative to me. I just personally hate, I know some people really enjoy, they actually prefer having that camera. I hate games where you're stuck with a camera behind the team. I want to have a side on camera. The tackling mechanic seems way off. The movement, and they said it was in early access and that movement was going to be changing a lot, but the movement of your players with the left analog stick is so unresponsive that it really struggles for you to line up the right analog stick tackle. It's almost just not worth using and just going for the standard run into them tackle and trying to get a turnover of the ball. The button layout of some of the controls, like the idea that you make a tackle, you're changing players with A, and then you make a tackle with the analog stick, which is both right at the bottom of your controller, but then to contest the ball is Y. It's like the furthest away button after making the tackle. Feels weird to me. Jackal in Rugby 22 is X, and it is just quicker to get to, and then you're tapping A, you are trying to get involved with the rucking system. This has got the system where you add players to the ruck, which didn't seem to make any difference in that game. It seemed to be whether or not I pressed the Y and went for the Jackal as to whether or not I got a turnover. Adding players to the Ruck really didn't seem to make any difference from what I got to playtest there. The kicking mechanics, kickoff being Y again, feels weird. A is the standard button for any rugby game in terms of just kicking off and doing general kicks. What was punt? It was X, but it's also an up and under. It's just a general kicking button. The kicking icon is a circle that just appears on the map and just moves and is actually highly responsive. It's so much more responsive than anything else in the game. I found it hard to control because it just went on its own path. I like that the idea that you get to hold down the trigger to pass and you get to choose who the player is. You're basically sort of creating your own little sort of set plays in a way that you get to choose who the pass is going to. I'm glad I found that out towards the end of the game. I didn't see a single option in that game though for like a set play, like a lined up set play that you could organize and let your players go. We didn't see in the game that you could change your team like roster. I couldn't see that you could do team management in this part of the game, so I'm guessing there is a starting 15, and that is it. I don't know if they have subs in the game yet. The scrumming mechanic, I'm going to take on the chin as me because it's the first ever game. I had no idea what was going on with the scrumming mechanics. Sometimes it was A to hook the ball, sometimes there wasn't. It seemed like it was the two triggers to push. I don't think I got dominated in the scrum, so I'm guessing I was doing the scrum right. I just need some more time actually playtesting that. We don't know what kicking at post was like because we didn't get to see it because I couldn't possibly score a try because the passing mechanics in the game are so wildly off that I was going for little short offload passes and they just passed it to no one. I'm trying to get it out quickly to my winger. My winger is like 20 yards beyond where I'm trying to line up my pass to, and he's massively, in front of the pass. So I don't know. A lot of issues. This game is in early access, so, people will say you've got to give this, a little bit of credit. This game was meant to come out a year ago. A year ago. They've had a year of extra, less than 10 months or whatever it is, but, almost a year of extra development time. And I have, other than, the music is interesting, and I actually quite like the menu system. I like that the photoground actually looks very good on the players. I like some of the animations. In terms of the actual gameplay, though, so far it feels a bit janky, a little bit unresponsive, and yet somehow over-responsive at the same time. I've got quite a few issues with this, but of course it is day one of beta. They will be updating over the course of early access, but I wanted to give you guys the clearest open representation I can have about the game. That's what I think about it. I'm really hoping that people manage to download this game themselves. They give feedback, and Big Air Studios are able to massively improve on the game we have. So by the time it gets around to that final launch, this game will be absolutely bang on. Number one thing for me, though, man, give me a side camera. I hate playing behind the people. I'll have a bit more of a mess around in settings, guys, but we will be doing a live stream tonight. We'll be playing this on live stream. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if I ever score a try in this game. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we're going to be covering this game over the course of its early access as well. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.